every time we've come together and tried to produce another like whole thing, this is the one that so far everything, while there is a lot going on, the songs sound like there is a whole idea to the whole thing, if that makes sense.
This time around with this new album, it's about us, like, about to have to be like real adults, I guess, you know, but I think it's coming from a place of positivity this time, whereas last time it was a lot of negative stuff, like just kind of airing out all the stuff that was bothering us, and this time it's kind of like, okay, we've all come to terms with who we are a lot more than we knew about a couple years ago, and so we're kind of writing about that. I'd say I do like most of the lyric writing. For a couple of the things on this new album, Jamie would sit with me and we would just kind of like work something out, or like Ethan would have an idea and he would just be like, I think this line should say something about this, or like something like this, and then I would kind of figure out how that would fit within the song. And like I said before, we would have like storyboards of like, okay, we want this song to be about this thing. So we blocked it out like verse, chorus, verse, like this verse is gonna be this part of the story, and the chorus is gonna be this part of the story, you know what I mean?
Everybody has strengths. And I mean, it hasn't been easy getting to this point necessarily. It hasn't been difficult, but you know, we're able to play off of each other, and that's like the greatest thing now. A number 5 Vito, no onion.
This is not all for me, I promise.
Okay, so lately I haven't been listening to albums directly. I've actually been trying to get into some like full discography lately. So REM, Periphery, and then I kind of have like a rotation of like my favorite bands. So like Death Cab for Cutie, I always go back to them. Every Time I Die, I always go back to them. Those are kind of my go-tos, is if I'm just like in the car doing my thing.
Oh shit! Yeah, oh yeah, I love that part.
There's nothing.
Oh shit! I totally forgot about that.
I keep doing that.
Oh, I forgot about that, dude.
Oh
I think
wow!
it's the
I
last
totally
one.
forgot about that.
Yeah, but that was.
We did a really bad job of keeping track of the demos at the cab.
Yeah.
So that creative process is more or less like whenever we have like a song or something that we're working on, and it's just like a basic like 8 bars or something that we recorded out and we haven't like finished up, I'll like listen to it a couple times through, and usually I'll try to like find spots where I feel like it's like not as full or not as around, and come into those spots and then play those parts.
I'm definitely a happy accidents kind of guy. Like, I think I like just throwing as much stuff in as possible, and if something like, you know, if you think of something real quick, just throw it in, whatever, and then cut back afterwards. So kind of just adding as much stuff as possible and then trying to be smart about cutting off like usually most of it until you have something that's not too much, which is how I like to do it personally.